What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is American Horror Story Apocalypse, Season 8, Episode 3. All right, this episode was jam-packed. Okay, my hoes came through at the end. They came through at the end. This was a good episode, and we got a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. So we start off with an interview montage. This interview montage is with the whole cast. So we find out that Andre hates his mama, Beverly. I didn't even know that Beverly was his mama, but Beverly apparently is his mama. He said everything is about her. She got to make everything about her all the time. And then we see Langdon talking with Beverly, and we find out that Beverly has some type of powers. Maybe she's one of the witches because they know each other. And he like, listen, I know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they done had dealings before, apparently in the past. And he like, you ain't up here to kick up no dust. You ain't gonna cause no trouble. And she like, listen, I'm not powerful enough to stop anything that you're trying to do. So like, I'm trying to get to the promised land, so I don't want no smoke. You know, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the building. I ain't trying to cause no problems. Then we see that Mallory's talking about Coco saying, well, she's spoiled and she bratty and she with the shits, literally, because we cut to the scene where Coco is like, wipe my booty because my nails. I said, girl, couldn't be me, honey. It couldn't be me. But Mallory, I guess she picked the right one. At the same time, Coco is throwing Mallory under the bus, talking about she could mess up a one-car funeral. And we also find out that Langdon saved Emily and Tim. And at the same time, he saved Gallia, and he tells them that, you know, one minor infraction shouldn't stop them from getting to the promised land. So, you know, he saved them. Langdon is talking to Mallory, and then he says, you know, asking her how she feels, and he sees something in her, and she's saying she don't know she is. Sometimes she feels like it's somebody trying to break out. Spirit, break out. My God, they trying to break out of her, okay? She don't even know what it is. And so she trying to get up. She was like, I just feel uncomfortable. I'm ready to go. So she get up, and he grabs her arm, and she's like, let me go. And he's like, who are you? And he like reveal himself to her, and he don't even, and then she like do some child, and the flames start popping out. I said, wait a minute. Let me find out. Mallory got some powers, honey. What's the real tea? So he's like, who are you? Cut to commercial break. Langdon is cutting himself all up. He's praying to the devil, asking him for guidance. He said he thought he killed all of them, but apparently they ain't all killed. And the snakes start coming out, and then his eyes turn black. So I guess, you know, the devil is giving him a plan or telling him what he needs to do next. Then we see Meade talking about her past. She's saying that she has memories of her childhood, like when she went trick-or-treating. Did y'all notice that she was a robot and the lady gave her an apple at the door? That was cute how they did that or whatever. And then she remembers going to, you know, her first date, and the boy tried to grab her titty, and she slapped the dog. She slapped the dog shit out that boy. She slapped him with a strong pimp hand, okay? And then we remember her first kill, where they was up in there boxing, honey. I mean, they was beating each other down. Like, it was like a feature film. They was up in there fighting hard. She ended up strangling the dude, and it's on Halloween again. The trick-or-treaters come up, you know, and she have the blood all over her face. They think it's a costume. She give him the candy. She also remembers this blonde boy with beautiful blonde hair, and she took care of him, but every time she see his face, it's all a blur. She doesn't remember Michael Langdon or anybody else from the cooperative, and Venable's like, well, we can't trust him. You know, he done already told me that I'm not going to be one of the saints that's marching into the promised land, okay? So, you know, I don't know what we going to do. The robot, okay, make sure y'all note this, put that right there, says, I have a plan. We should just kill everybody, including Langdon. We should go into his office, because remember, the computer is in there, and find out where the sanctuary is, and we gonna just go ourselves. And, you know, Venom was like, I'm just gonna always remember the loyalty that you have for me. Meade is like, girl, I'm a robot. I'm programmed to be loyal to you, okay? I can feel that in my spirit. I'm like, you ain't got no spirit, sis. You is a robot. Now, we get a little glimpse of out in the world. So, out in the world, we see that, guess who made it? He survived. Brock. He out in the world, and he riding around, and he getting it, okay? He slashing necks, he taking money, cigarettes, whatever he could get to survive out here. And so he out here looking for the outpost, because word on the curb is they got an outpost that rich people, you know, are in, and he trying to find it. So he come up on these people, you know, they grilling them a fresh piece of thigh meat out here on the beach, and they almost kill him, you know, but he killed everybody. The last dude he killed, he said he was a special ed teacher. He don't know nothing about this life, okay? But he shoot him anyway, and at the same time, he sees some horses riding by on a carriage. So he's like, horses on a carriage. Cut to commercial. Come back, we see that the horses have arrived at the outpost. So they go outside. They like, what is this? What's going on? Nobody in the carriage. It's just a box in the carriage. Then they pan to underneath the carriage, and Brock had hitched them a ride, so he's now at the outpost. They bring the box inside. They do the radiation test on it. They see that. They open it up and see that it's some fresh apples. Now, that big bitch was sitting up there talking about, you know, you can preserve the apples. You can keep them out of the storm, you know, I mean, out of the radiation, nuclear war, you know, and all these different ways you can do it. So when they sent her outside to go and take care of the horses. So while she gone, they talk about apples are fresh and they should be happy they got this blessing. But then she's like, well, maybe all of them could be not good. So they come up with this idea to throw a costume party on Halloween and poison the apples and have everybody eat the apples and die. But they got to get them to eat it all at the same time. Now, in the meanwhile, homegirl is outside taking care of the horses. I'm guessing this means kill them like they did the other horses. And Brock run up on her and he stab her. And he takes her key card and he clook clook. Now he's getting into the outpost. Then we go to Mallory. Mallory and Coco and Galleon are in the room. Mallory just looking through some things, trying to find something for a costume. And, you know, Coco talking to her like a dog as per usual. And her and Galleon are talking about how they're going to get into the promised land and how, you know, they already know Langdon going to make an announcement tonight. That's why they're going through all this drama, because that's what's going to happen. And, you know, they like, you not going. And Mallory's like, I didn't think I was going in the first place. And Galleon was like, I know I'm going. You know, I mean, I guess he's referring to everything that we saw last week. That's why he just think he know he going to the promised land, right? So Mallory is like, so something strange happened with you too? And they like, girl, wait a minute, what you talking about? What happened with you? You was talking to him? Yeah, you know, I can't really put my finger on it, but it's just a feeling, you know. And then, you know, flames shot up all over the place, and I think I did it with my mind. And they was like, you did, girl? You did that, sis? Are you sure, girl? Like, you know, they was like passively, aggressively coming at her like, girl, you ain't do that shit. Do it right now. Do it right now. She was trying to do it, you know, and of course it didn't work, so they just laughed at her ass and left out the room. It's party time. Oh, it's party time. Oh my gosh, yes. So they're at the party, and you know, they bring out the apples, and everybody like, what the fuck, apples, bitch, apples? Like, where you get these apples from? They like, you know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Beverly's like, we should thank the universe for this gift that they have blessed us with. And Andre was like, girl, you was annoying as hell, okay? Venerable comes out after Coco comes out and shows her cute outfit, her costume, and, you know, scare her a little bit. And she tells everybody they should celebrate all the things they took for granted in the past. And, you know, they should all cherish this night and savor it like it's their last night, because girl, it is their last night, honey. They all like, you know, what's up? You know, they all ready to party, and so they start dancing and having a good time. And now while they dancing and having a good time, a man in all black approaches Coco, and he start dancing with Coco. He don't say nothing. Now she thinks this is Langdon, so she's telling him, you know, I know you just got to tell these people what they want to hear, but you know what I'm saying, I know you already know who you gonna bring to the promised land. I just want to make sure that me and you are aligned on who should go, because I'm an influencer and people do, you know, what I do, okay? Because, you know, that's what I do for a living. I'm me. She's like, I know you think that, you know, I'm just strong, powerful woman who gets whatever she wants, but what you don't know about me is that I'm a woman who likes to please. So I'm about to take you to the room and give you something you can feel. So she finna take him to the room and lay it down, honey, and give him some analingus. I said, wait a minute, is that a word, analingus? I got to look that up in the Urban Dictionary and see if that's really a word. So she take him down to the room, and they in there, she telling him, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Just, I'm gonna let you know that my tongue is short and I got a real bad gag reflex. And he's like, I know. When he says, I know, she recognizes the voice. She snatch off the mask. It's Brock, child. It ain't Langdon. She like, oh my God, I can't believe, you made it. Oh my God. Like, how did that happen? Like, what the fuck happened to your face? And he was like, radiation, cancer hole. Like, what you mean? What happened to my face? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, I just had to put you in that box, you know, of things that I love that I would never see again, you know, like sushi. And she trying to hold his hand, and she don't really want to touch him. She says, you're so angry. And at the same moment, he like, girl, I'm not here for you. And he take out a knife and he stab her dead in between the eyes. And I was like, About time somebody killed that hoe, because I'm tired of Coco, okay? But she did keep us laughing with her little one-liners. So we back to the party. Venerable and me noticed that Coco she can't be nowhere to be found. They're worried about witnesses, but Venerable's like, we ain't got time. We in it now, girl. We got to go ahead and do it. So everybody gets the apples all together, and, you know, they start and they give this speech about, you know, we going to enjoy the night, X, Y, Z, and everybody eat the apples. And, like, they had 1 second of joy, child, before everybody started throwing up all over the place and dying and foaming at the mouth. The throwing up, Gallion was throwing up like if y'all ever seen Kill Bill when they stab somebody and the blood be like flying across the room like it shoot out of a hose. That's how they were throwing up. Like, it was absolutely gross. But everybody was throwing up, foaming at the mouth, and everybody dies. I was like, the whole cast though, y'all gonna kill the whole cast, so we gotta watch 8 episodes with like 4 people. Like, okay. Emily and Tim though, like Emily and Tim, they was giving me major character, you know, vibes, and they're dead, but okay. What was the point of going through all the they have the perfect genes and taking away from their family if y'all were just gonna kill them? Like, I don't get out of that. But okay, maybe it's something in the future that we don't know about. So Venerable and me walk around, they looking at their handiwork. They like, yes, you know, the plan is working, bitch. We did it. We about to go up here and kill Langdon and go and get to the promised land. So they go up to his room. He's in his room. He's making selections. He tell them he making selection. It won't be a long time. He click-clacking on the computer. And Venom was like, bitch, we making the selections now, honey. He was like, so you making selections, girl? That's what you're doing? Oh, oh, okay. So he stands up and he tells them, well, how did you like executing the plan that I came up with? And they like, you came up with what you mean? And he was like, you following my orders. I'm the one who created that plan. And it's perfect. You guys are perfect. You will be perfect in the promised land. He feels like everyone is evil and everyone is, you know, can be evil if they have the right motivations and the right situation to make it happen. So me takes out the gun and she pointed at him like she gonna kill him, but then he compels her to turn the gun to Venerable, and she shoots Venerable in the heart and dies. She's like, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. He's like, because you programmed to follow commands, my commands. And I was like, uh-oh. So this was his whole plan from the beginning. This was the devil told him to do, honey. I was like, bye, girl. Bye, Venerable. Bye, girl. It was all his plans. He said it was more fun that way. That way he keep his hands clean. Like I said, he thinks all people are evil at the root. And she's like, well, I'm just a machine. And he tells her, no, you're more than a machine. When I gave them the prototype to create you, I built you off of somebody from my past. Now, if you remember from season 1, Jessica Lange's character is the one who ended up taking care of Michael Langdon after he was a baby when he killed his, you know, nanny. And, you know, she was like, what am I going to do with you? So she really loved him. And he says, you know, she's the only one who understood me, who really loved me. And he could not go into this new world without having her by his side. But he had to hide some of those memories from her in order to protect her. So she seems enamored by this. I mean, she a robot though. Like, do she really have a choice? I like this part because it kind of illuminated the fact that Langdon is not totally unfeeling. It's not that he doesn't have feelings. It's not, I mean, he's not, you know, totally unhuman. He did have love for somebody. So he does have some semblance of a human emotions in some type of way. And I think that might come into play. That might be his vulnerability later on in the season. So we go back downstairs, and amidst the throw up, the death, everybody foamed at the mouth, and it pans up, and we go outside the gates, and it's like a big smoke cloud, and then we see 3 black figures walking through, and I was like, it's my bitches, they coming back. Yes, yes, yes. I was hyped, because I already knew who it was, honey. So they bust through the doors, and I was like, yes! It's Cordelia, it's Madison, and Balenciaga. I don't know her name. I just be calling her Balenciaga, honey, because she gives me all the life I ever needed, okay? So they are back in the building, honey, and they come in and they, like, gather our sisters. So they get Coco. I think everybody collectively rolled their eyes, and I was like, Coco ass should have been dead, okay? I think Emily should have been one of the witches, but whatever. Emily is gone, I guess. So it's Coco, excuse me, Mallory, and Beverly. So they find them, and they bring them back to, like, a central place by the fireplace, and they breathe some life back in them hoes, okay? And Madison tells Mallory, oh, I bet you thought you wasn't gonna see me again. So I feel like Mallory's character is somebody else in her, maybe Misty Day, Maybe she the Supreme. You remember Misty Day? I don't know. Misty Day wasn't the Supreme because she died, but I'm feeling like it's somebody who died from Coven that, you know, maybe got reincarnated because she can't remember who she is. And I don't remember that girl from Coven. I'm gonna have to go back and watch again because I don't remember her from Coven. Because they was on Scream Queens together. They was on a lot of shows together, so I began confused like what show she was on or not. Y'all tell me if that girl was in Coven because I might be confused. So now we see that's the end. That's how it went on. So it's about to get popping, okay? So my question is, where is Brock? Where he at? Ain't nobody killed him yet. They don't even know he there. I feel like that's going to be our linchpin, you know, somewhere in the season. He going to come through and save some hoes or kill some hoes or maybe even get killed himself. I don't know how that's going to work, but he going to be important to this season. All in all, this was a really good episode. I really like how they did the crossovers for us. I very much enjoyed it. So I want to hear your thoughts about this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm an Instagram girl. I tweet very little, but you can find me at Who Is April Dawn on Instagram, on Snapchat, and on Twitter. So holla at your girl. My pages are private because I'm a professional person. I can't be out here just saying anything and everything in these, you know, internet streets. So, you know, you're going to have to request me if you want to follow me. So, I'll see y'all next week. And please have a blessed week because I'd have been walking around. Homegirl on Instagram said, I'd have been walking around with Jesus on my forehead. And I personally agree. Okay, I'd have been like, the devil is a liar. I give myself away. Okay, I'd have been singing. You would have caught me singing gospel music the whole time I was in the house, child. Okay? Okay. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, honey. I'd have been calling on the name of Jesus every time every step of the way, honey. But I'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.